everybody, Bridget Rupp here, a modern Renaissance woman with a new modern twist on traditional art. I don't know about all of you, but I'm looking forward to spring coming as soon as possible and getting my garden up and running. A couple years ago I added some new soil to my garden and it really hasn't produced the way I wanted to since then. So let's look at some at-home remedies to test to see if your soil is more alkaline or acidic and what compounds you need to add to it in order to change the pH to a more neutral pH and give you the most robust garden you could possibly want. Now, first thing you do, go out to your garden and grab some soil from a couple different spots in your garden. This is from the right front of my garden, and as you can see, I've already put it in 2 different bowls. First, we're going to test to see what the acidity of my garden is. What you're going to do is take some distilled water and add it to the soil that's already in your bowl, and just a normal whisk from your garden. Whisk it up and get it nice and muddy. Something my kids would love to play in if they ever had the opportunity. Next, baking soda. Take a 1/2 cup measuring container and just pour it into your muddy mixture. What you're going to want to do is see if it's actually going to start to fizz. Mix this up nicely. And take a look and see if anything happens. As right now, there's nothing actually happening in it. It's actually very still, and there actually is no reaction. Next, to take a look to see if my garden is more alkaline. In an alkaline soil, you're going to have cabbage and turnips that are really going to grow well, but unfortunately your broccolis, beans, and peas, which grow very well in acidic soil, are not going to do nearly as well as they would. So next, let's add vinegar. 1/2 cup of vinegar to your soil and see what happens. And I don't know if you can actually hear this, but it's actually fizzing. I can hear the reaction happening in here, which means my soil is much more alkaline. What I need to do to increase the alkalinity into a more neutral pH range is add peat or compost to the soil to allow it to grow my tomatoes, my beans, my garlic, my peas, and actually have as large of a produce haul as I possibly can. So, one thing you could possibly see is this is actually bubbling and having a great reaction. Baking soda, nothing is happening. I'm actually having a great amount of bubbles happening in here. So, thanks so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to follow me on renaissancewoman.org.